Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Cole. I love fun, bright, colourful makeup, and if you do too, you're in the right place. Today I am very excited because we're going to be trying out the new palette from Gerard Cosmetics. This is Unveiled Full Spectrum, and this is basically a palette built around the 90s dance scene. How fun is this? It's like a rainbow but more curated, and I absolutely love it. I'm also really excited because, where have I put it? I'm hoping this will show on camera. If I can get the blue light to work. There we go. Some of these are UV reactive. I don't know whether you'll be able to tell because obviously it's light in here, but some of these are UV reactive, so this is a super duper fun palette. Right, I think we're gonna dive straight in today. I want to do quite like a structured cut crease. I've got loads of gems here, and I might even pull out some waterliner. So we are going to go in first off with a not clean as per usual, but wiped off E69 from P. Louise. And I think I'm going to start with Noir, which is this one here. And we're going to start building up our outer corner with this. I'm going to kind of do like a rounded cut crease shape today. And I want to kind of go quite grungy and very deep with this blue. So we're really packing it on. I have got a little bit of the Troublemaker Lot of Life eyeshadow primer on. So this is a really like, it's like a teal navy almost, which is a really interesting shade. Right, I'm going to wipe that brush off, and then we are going to go in with Ethereal, which is this gorgeous purple shade here. And we're going to start building this up around Noir. And what I'm doing for now is just swiping on the pigment, not worrying about blending just yet. And then around the edge of that, I think we're going to do Passion, which is this pink. This is one of the UV shades. I expected maybe that to be a slight formula difference because it's UV. There isn't. It's exactly the same as Beauty Made's formula always is. Beautiful. Right, okay. We're then gonna start blending those. So I'm going in with a Made by Mitchell ME10. We're starting with Passion, which is the pink. And we're gonna start to blend this. We will pack more colour on if we need it. Okay, then we're gonna go in with Passion. Just wiping this brush off in between. And both intensifying and blending that. And while I'm blending, I always like to keep wiping my brush just to make sure that nothing's going to end up muddy. I just find this way it gives me the like cleanest blend. I'm going to blend that up now into the pink. And then we're going to do exactly the same with Noir, just a tiny bit on the brush. And we're going to start blending it up into the purple. And we're doing little circular motions with the brush. And once we've put the foundation on, I'm going to kind of blow out this pink a little bit more so it's a bit more smoky. But let's start on the inner half of the lid. I'm going to start with I think we're going to start with Envy, which is this one here. I might add a bit of Noir to deepen it up, just depends what I'm feeling like. So we're going to start with Envy. Again, we're just going to press. Yeah, I think we are going to need a little bit of Noir. It's just a little lighter than I want it to be. But we're going to start pressing this into the inner half of the crease. And taking this one right down into the inner corner. Okay, I'm going to use that brush again, the E69, but I'm going to use a very, very small amount of Noir. And we're going to start smoking it out from where we've already placed it. And we're going to do this slowly, because I don't want it quite as intense, but I do think we need a little bit of kind of structure underneath this Envy shade, and I'm taking this right directly in the crease. It's just going to give a little bit of something for us to kind of cut into with the cut crease. And then back in with our fluffy brush, back in with Envy. I'm just going to work that. Just adds a little bit of definition. Then we are going to use Electric Lime. I'm so excited for this one. This is another one of the UV shades. Is it just Passion and Electric Lime, or is Sunlit also one? I'm not 100% sure, I'm not going to lie. And we're just going to use this Sunlit shade. No, we're not. We're going to use Electric Lime just to blend out this Envy shade on that ME10, and then I'm going to go back in with Envy, re-put that in the middle. Just mixed a little bit of Noir with Envy there. That's better. Here we go. Now we're cooking on gas. And then we're going back in with Envy to blend that out. Okay, that Electric Lime shade is kind of eclipsed by Envy. They kind of look very similar, because it's on the kind of inner corner of my eye. It's kind of just, it's not covered it up, but it doesn't let it kind of pop as much as I would like it to. And I'm going to add a little bit of the black, which is called Midnight, just down by the very, very lash line, on the very kind of bottom corner of this crease. Okay, have recovered the goods. This has not been out to dry, so basically I would let my favourite way to use P. Louise base is if it's been sat out for like days and it's dry. It's just too liquidy otherwise, but we'll work with it. We'll work with it. Right, I'm gonna take, if you are not new here, you know exactly which brush I'm gonna take now. P. Louise C2, best for cutting the crease. And when I say I'm taking a tiny bit, I'm literally putting that much on my brush, and then I'm gonna work it into my hand. If you use P. Louise base as thick as they do like on their Instagram, I mean, hats off to you, but it just creases like crazy on my eyes. It's the initial cut. I'm gonna have to take a tiny bit more base just to do the kind of rounded shape, because it needs to be a bit more wet, basically. And then what I always like to do at this point is take those darkest shades again, and just to make it a little bit more rounded. So I'm taking one tap of Noir, one tap of Midnight. I just want to go over here and kind of make it more rounded. I just find it so much easier to do it this way, to be honest, than trying to like cut my crease in this shape. And then I just always just tidy it up until I'm happy with the shape. The perks of cutting the crease are you can cover up any mistakes with eyeshadow, which we love. Okay, so that is what we are looking like. I think I want to do a little bit of NYX glitter glue today because I really want to use this shade. Toss up between Gleam, incredible, and Opal Glow, also incredible. I might do, to be fair, I might do Opal Glow on the, or do I want to do one of the purples on the outside? Ooh, that is pretty. Right, we might do Moonlit on the outer corner and then Gleam further on in the lid. So I'm going to pop down a little bit of NYX glitter glue. Again, I pretty much follow the same process with this as I do the P. Louise base. I just use a tiny bit, work it into my brush on the back of my hand, and then this I just kind of pat on. Now, Beauty Moon shimmers are stunning on their own right, but I just really want these to pop today because of how kind of bright and neon that inner corner is. And I really want them to have their moment. Okay, we're going to wipe that brush off again. And we are going to use this brush to apply the shimmers. So I'm going in with Moonlit. Ooh, that is pretty. That's actually lighter than I thought it was going to be. It looked in the swatch like it had a little bit more of a base pigment, but it's actually a really pretty like iridescent shade. Okay, that is really, really pretty. Is it dark enough? I'm not sure. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the Gleam shade, and then depending on how much base pigment that is, I might go over with either Daydream or Cosmic. Oh, look at those. But we're going to do Gleam first just to see. Because if this one's kind of as iridescent as that one, then no, it definitely isn't. No, this one's definitely got a bit more base pigment to it. So I just think it will look a little bit like we've not put enough of Moonlit on, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm really going to build Moonlit up on the inner corner, at the middle I mean. What am I even talking about? Oh, to be fair, should build quite well. And then just mix that and Gleam together. That is really pretty. Right, okay, I brought over Milk from Glisten and Charm. Charm's like an iridescent-y one. But I think I actually might want something more opaque. Okay, we're actually using a different liner brush for a change here. This is a L4, which I think was from the Lin's and Blend Bunny collection. Well, Lin's X Blend Bunny X Glisten. So we're just going to take some of that white. And what I think I want to do today is I'm just going to draw around every time I decide to do this. I'm like, what made you think that was a good idea? Because if you've never drawn with waterliner on your actual like mobile lid, it's not an easy task. Okay, and I do think I want to do like a little ding ding here. kind of giving me like star vibes. The problem is with doing it this way, especially if you have hooded eyes like me, is trying to make it both match when your eyes are open, but also trying to make it look like a perfect line when your eyes are closed. Which, obviously, because they're hooded, they don't work that way. I'm going to stop messing with that before I ruin it. Right, now I've got a giant tub of gems. And these are super tiny gems, which I really like. I don't know what colour to do. Kind of tempted by like the grey ones, but then maybe the green ones, because we're going to stick them in the pink. I don't know. But then there's these like really beautiful iridescent ones. I think we're going to do these. And we're just sticking these on with a little bit of lash glue. Not put too much glue on it. Okay. How cute is that? Okay, right. Let's put my lash on. Okay, so these are the Tory lashes from Beauty Means Last subscription box. I'm gonna be honest, these are on their last legs. I have worn them a lot, and they really are not looking so hot right now. I am really impressed with the wear though. I think I've worn them like, I want to say like 15 times. Okay. Oh, it's done. Right, okay. I'm gonna go do the rest of my face. Do my other eye. Then I'll come back. We'll do the lower lash line and the inner corner, and I will give you my kind of final first impressions on this palette. I'll see you then. Okay, so the rest of my face is on. Let's do the under eyes. Go in with this purple here. This one is ethereal, so this is the one we kind of put in the middle of the pink and the navy. I'm thinking we just do this one. And then I'm going to take a tiny bit of noir, which is the navy, just for the very outer corner of the lower lash line. And then, if you hadn't guessed it, the likelihood is you're pretty new here, but I'm going to be putting this yellow in my inner corner. This is Euphoria, which is a beautiful like pastel yellow. Okay, that is not as pastel as I thought it was, but so fun. Okay, that is so damn fun. Right, let's pop a little mascara on my lower lashes. Okay, I feel like I also need a little pop of colour in the waterline. Okay, I think that is the look. I am really enjoying this look. I really like this palette. I'm very excited to use it more. It's very much like a me palette. But I love the way this look turned out. It's so pretty. And these shimmers are so beautiful. Just before we go, let's do a little flash cam. I mean, just look at those. Absolutely stunning. I love the way this look has turned out. Let me know if you got this one. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know, do you enjoy like a very bright palette like this, or is this one too much for you? Let me know all in the comments down below. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from me, hit subscribe. And if you want to make sure you never miss another video, hit the bell icon and YouTube will notify you next time I post. You've been fabulous. I've been Colourful, and I'll see you next time. Bye.